Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Writer, and we are back with another unboxing video. This one's coming from Lightning Source, La Vergne, Tennessee. I think I know what this is. I believe that this is going to be the Red Market stuff that I ordered, if I'm guessing correctly. There we go. Okay. There's a receipt of some kind. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Here we go. So, my backing of the Kickstarter for Red Markets meant that I got all of the PDFs for everything that comes out. This is what came out most recently. Wow, that is that's a good heavy book. So when Carrion Economy came out for on print on demand, I decided, what the heck, I've waited too long. Let's go ahead and hop in. As I've said before, this is from Heaven on Game. I didn't say that before, but it's from Heaven on Games. It's for Red Markets by Caleb Stokes. He is an excellent writer. So let's see what Carrion Economy is all about. The setting: the apocalypse was unevenly distributed. As the blight sent a pandemic of monsters screaming across the earth, the map was rewritten in blood. Each region's unique history, geography, and economy cut new crimson borders between the living and the dead. 5 years later, humanity's divisions are often literal. Divides that separate the gnawing corpses, inconvenient poor, and climate collapse away from the last remaining illusions of safety. But takers exist who overstep boundaries, and everyone, everywhere, consumes. Whether it's walls, borders, oceans, or moats of snapping undead, no crew can afford to be separated from its payday for long. The terrorist group known as the Moths do their best to collect a mix of rumors, propaganda, and intelligence that make up international news. It's presented here for the benefit of takers around the globe. When the only value left in the wasted world lies in salvaging the corpse of a dead reality, survival means claiming the juiciest bits for yourself. The Carrion Economy is a setting source book for the RPG Red Markets, a game of economic horror. Contexts include World Atlas, maps of the world in every continent provide detailed borders, conflicts, and points of interest to inspire international campaigns. Global decline, news stories from the year of the crash provide a global history characters can use to craft backstories and discover unclaimed salvage. Policy briefings, analysis of the surviving national states stands ready to inject intrigue into your game or inspire a homegrown international setting. Market analysis. The macroeconomics of global trade provides takers with the inspiration to take their scores to the next level. New factions. Latent pirates, mercenary armies, eco-terrorist cells. Learn about a variety of new post-crash groups making moves in the market. And disaster capitalism. Discover the international conflicts and bleeding-edge technology takers can exploit to profit off bloody business as usual. And it's from Heaven on Games, of course. Let's take a quick look at this one. Attribution, non-commercial share, like 4.0 International. That's cool. Let me make sure I got it relatively. The Carrion Economy. So, Red Markets is a role-playing game of economic horror. Here's our write-ups on a lot of countries, non-state actors, with zombies thrown in to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. It's really well done. Look at this. The illustrations are beautiful. It's very interesting. It's got a fairly simple system, and you use basically D10s of various colors to determine success or failure of whatever you're trying to get done. And it's a really, really interesting world that Caleb Stokes has created here. Labor sectors by region. So we've got different distribution and communication. So it's sort of post-apocalyptic, but at the same time, society still exists, which makes sense. It's not likely that suddenly we're going to be in Mad Max, even if something like this happens. Disaster capitalism. There you go. There's our map. Very nice. Whoops. Individual maps: North America, South America. These are all post-crash. Asia, Europe. This is, oh shoot, what do they call this? Oceania and Africa. Huh. Whoa, what happened here? Okay, there's 2 books here. I don't know if that's... I don't think that's supposed to be... I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I'm gonna have to let them know that. So this should be about half this length, I guess. I'll have to double check. Yeah. Okay, wow. That's weird. I'll have to let them know that... Interesting. I don't know what's going on there exactly. So as long as I was getting the carrying economy, I decided to get the other stuff that's out on print on demand. These are the other ones. Let's take a quick look. Elevation. I'm not sure what order these were actually published. The setting. The grain elevators of Elevation were the tallest in the world before the crash. As the dead flooded the world, a wise few retreated up the modern citadel and watched as their neighbors drowned in blight. But the Enclave's safety literally rests atop the loss's greatest temptation. Elevation's grain stores have served as both blessing and curse for years, fueling their survival as well as constant raider attacks, endless refugees, and ever-present risks of infection. Now the rural stronghold faces a threat they never thought they'd see: starvation. Grain doesn't last forever, and the stores that fuel the Enclave's whole economy will soon turn into so much mold. The last hope is to sell the remaining grain to the recession, the only market rich enough in starvation and capital to accommodate the shipment. The Enclave needs a crew capable of securing a route for the most valuable shipment of goods the loss has ever seen. Survival's never enough, though. Revealing the nature of their work could cause an economic panic in Elevation or alert the vultures looking to profit off its demise. In the supplement for the Emmy Award nominated Red Markets, players take on the role of takers in the Elevation Enclave, a fully realized, pre-made setting ready for campaign play. For the first time, this publication presents contracts strung together into a single job line, adding up to an epic tale of graft and danger. Contents include Elevation. The Enclave's history, government, and neighbors and VIPs are ready to play, serving as a standalone campaign, individual adventures, or inspiration for your home game. The Long Walk. Drones and vehicles cost fuel, but a good taker runs on pure desperation. The crew must scout a clear route to the border in a grueling marathon across the wasteland. Operate heavy machinery. The ability to headshot a sprinting corpse doesn't translate into a railway engineering degree. To get the shipment through, the takers must escort a pair of experts as they repair the line, loudly. Spring cleaning. New grain elevators must be disinfected in order to transfer the grain shipment into a waiting barge, but there's more to clear out than rats and dust. 1 if by land, 3 if by train. The day of delivery has arrived. Elevation will use every bit of subterfuge power it can muster to ensure success. But their enemies plot from without and within, and everyone is looking for a free lunch. All right, let's take a quick look. Department of Homeland, Quarantine, and Stewardship. That's cool. Well, there it is. There's the granary, I guess. I think that's it. Here are maps. Elevation job line. Oh, as always, the art's really nice. Operate heavy machinery. Gotta fix the rails. Love the idea of them being on a train that's actually moving. I think that's great. 1 if by land, 3 if by train. Very cool. All right, let's see what else we got. Vevlin Goods. The setting. The cutthroat ideologies of capitalism, like casualties, did not die with the apocalypse. Every taker knows that their equipment is all that keeps them alive in the wilds and the loss. The most successful takers still seek to exhibit their prowess and affluence. Conspicuous consumption still impresses those that can afford it. The Vevlin Goods catalog provides the discerning taker with all the resources needed to showcase and expend their hard-won bounty. In this supplement for the Emmy Award-nominated Red Markets, players can find new weapons, equipment, vehicles, and upgrades that are ready for purchase for those who've made it big enough to afford them. Contents include optional roles, from critical failures in combat and radiation exposure to PvP and 2-weapon fighting. Even new rules for purchasing discounted equipment are now available for the market and takers on a tight budget. Tools and technology, more than 20 new pieces of gear to make taker work that much easier for those who can afford it. From multi-tools to motion sensors and even cell jammers, no job is impossible for the affluent. Vehicles. 11 new vehicles, including boats, airplanes, and helicopters. New vehicle upgrades provide excellent opportunity for takers to sink their hard-earned bounty. Weapons. Over 20 new weapons for takers to put to their grisly use. Everything from slingshots to chainsaws to vehicle-mounted heavy weapons. Show the loss how great your crew really is. Overall, the Vevlin's Good catalog contains 68 new items and 25 new upgrades for takers to blow their bounty on. I like how they all begin with the DHQS. Oh, nice. Weapons, fireworks, rafts and barges, munitions, ghillie suits. That's a great idea. Leeches. Ooh. Specialty gear, watercraft. Very cool. All right, our last one is probably going to mispronounce this. Laura Corbusier. Corbusier. When the crash came, Jeanette Architectural College used its brutalist architecture to fortify against the hordes of undead. But 5 years on, the concrete blocks and shipping containers of their fortress are far from self-sustaining, and rivalries between the Enclave's power brokers make for a political deadlock only outsiders can break. Luckily, there are plenty of desperate takers with debts that will never die, betting their lives in an attempt to escape a world of disaster capitalism and supernatural terror. In this supplement for the Emmy Award-nominated Red Markets, players take on the role of takers in the La Corbusier Enclave, a fully realized, pre-made setting ready for campaign play. The contracts the crew takes on can shape the community's fate or seal it. Contents include La Corbusier. The Enclave's history, government, neighborhoods, and VIPs are ready to play, serving to jumpstart a campaign or as NPCs in your home game. Meat is Murder. The Enclave's most connected political figure seeks to betray some very powerful friends from the recession. With the starvation of the whole Enclave on the line, it's up to one group of takers to serve as cutouts in his scheme. Prodigal Lives. The richest man in town wants to provide a gift to his son, the extermination of his blight-infected spouse. But nothing in Le Corbusier's twisted power structure is as it seems. The question isn't whether the client is lying, it's whether the takers can discover the truth before it's too late. For-profit education. Orphans inside the wall have been left to run wild or suffer under religious indoctrination. One noblewoman wants to open a real school in the Enclave, but its curriculum must be wrenched from the corpse of a dead city. The contract pays well enough, but the lessons and the loss carry a deadly price. All right, let's take a look inside. Le Corbusier. Social structure, the machine. Neat is more. Okay, so these are the contracts. These are essentially adventure scenarios. Prodigal Lives. And the for-profit education. Nice. All right, so that is pretty much, as far as I know, at this juncture, having read all the Red Market stuff that's out on print on demand. And yeah, so there you have it. That's everything. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all next time.